Hey, my name is Alexandra Delgado-Lopez. I am a professional fighter born and raised in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I moved to Edmonton about 11 years ago. Just wanted to better my life, my lifestyle, and further my fighting technique. I wasn't really sure I was going with it at the time, but the training was great. I was already in love with the training and the game, so I just kind of continued what I set out to do. There were some hurdles along the way, but now it's kind of just funny how I ended up, you know, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, well, let's start at the beginning.
Okay,
What got you into combat?
what got me into combat? I always watch shows such as, well, there's The Karate Kid, there's
What?
Bloodsport, and I just didn't see anything any cooler than that.
Yes.
Yeah, and I saw my parents watching like board breaking. They're saying, "Oh yeah, that could kill someone." And I'm thinking, "Oh yeah, I want to kill someone when I grow up." So I started doing push-ups. I learned how to do the splits. I was trying to do handstands in my basement, and then finally high school wrestling was my first opportunity to compete in combative sports. And I was having a lot of fun with that. Got a little bit chubby over the summer holiday. Ended up joining jiu-jitsu to kind of get in shape. And since there's jiu-jitsu at the gym, it became, oh, why don't you try these fighting classes? Why don't you try some striking? So next thing you know, I just started striking.
Mm,
Got a little bit better at that. I didn't think I was going to compete. Fighting was more of like an escape for me, or the training was more of an escape for me. It was just kind of where I liked to be. It really took my mind off everything. So at some point, my instructor was going to put on his first show. I wasn't even training at this time. I took a little break because, like I said, I didn't know where I was going with
where
it.
were you training?
Way of the Dragon, mixed
Okay.
martial arts under Dave Ma.
Right.
Yeah. It's an honor fights. I saw he was running a booth at an exhibition center for Honor Fight, his first promotion. So I was like, "Hey Dave, who's gonna be on your show?" And he just looks at me and says, "You."
Yes.
so so weekend says like, so I guess I'll be back at the gym on Monday.
And you fought on that show?
Yeah, it actually went through. Yeah, I won
Nice.
by rear naked choke in the first round.
Okay.
Yeah, kind
How's
of took flight from there.
how long were you still do jiu-jitsu?
I
Or do
don't do
you
jujitsu.
no.
I've had a knee injury. Jujitsu is my favorite of all the disciplines.
Okay.
But, I'm doing what my body is allowing me to do.
Right.
And I'm having enough fun with boxing that, yeah, I would love to do jujitsu, I'm sure. But that's not really something that I'm actively missing.
Right.
I'm keeping busy,
I guess that probably
having a lot of
affects like
fun.
kickboxing too, right?
Yeah, it affects kickboxing. I can still do it. It's more ground movements.
I see.
But it kind of steered me in a direction that I'm not one bit upset about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Now you're boxing. So
bare knuckle
where
boxing.
did you first start boxing then?
First started boxing, Nelson Boxing,
Heck yeah.
Michelle Nelson,
Yes.
OG. Yeah, back when they were on Avenue B.
Right.
Yeah, I did 2 fights under them when they were running Comp Sport, and it was really nice to have Michelle, another woman at the gym. It's hard for a woman to find training partners, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Michelle is literally my height. And she's my instructor, so even though she's a pro, she didn't want to hurt me and scare me out of her gym.
Right.
So she sparred with me a lot. Even if it didn't really do much for her, I was just like some little girl who was about to have her first fight. Michelle was a pro. Michelle had all the patience to do all the rounds that I wanted. So yeah, I was really grateful for that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome because it is very even I don't know how it is in Alberta, but especially here, it's it's like significantly a smaller sport in Saskatchewan.
Oh yeah.
Like boxing and my girls, man, it's so hard to find them good sparring partners. Like they're always sparring guys.
Yeah, it's
Like,
guys or it's each other, right? So you're used to the
yeah,
same look.
right.
And then sometimes there might be like one other girl in the other gym. So
Yeah.
yeah, I still find that in Edmonton, like in my gym, I'm the only girl in my weight class
Mm,
around my weight class. But there's still a lot of good bodies to train with. Then I find once I'm getting close to a fight, once I want to get really sharp for a fight, I do have to go out and seek girls who would be realistic matchups for me. Somebody close to my weight class. Because in my weight class, we're very volume dependent.
mm,
Right? We're a lot smaller. So even if the guys are stronger, they're not going to come at me with even half the volume that that I need for proper training.
So then how did you get bare knuckle
How did I
into
get bare
your
knuckle?
radar?
It sometimes feels like I tripped and I fell down a hill and I just landed in the ring and I'm like, I'm sorry, mom. Yeah, no, the first time it came around to Edmonton for the Prospect series, I thought, oh yeah, that's crazy. Won't be doing that. That's for the boys.
Right.
I didn't even look into the card. I didn't realize it's women headlining the card, 125 women. So then I was there watching the show. I was at weigh-ins. I'm like, wow, okay, no, this is for women. So I wasn't following BKFC that closely leading up to this, but I'm like, okay, there's women. Then I saw how small the ring is,
Mm,
and my teammates were doing awesome in there. It's like fighting in a phone booth, and I'm a pocket fighter, so I really wanted it. So my knuckles just started to get itchy. I'm like, I need to be in there with them. Next show, I am signing up. Just sign me up. It's not even a question.
nice.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that the main event's opponent ended up backing out that fight, so she ended up with a very last minute opponent. So that could have been me. I could have been that last minute opponent if I put my name in there, if I was just signed up to do the fight, and if I did just half the paperwork, I would have been the one that they probably would have called on because it's in the city. So I just told
Right.
myself, I'm not missing out on this opportunity ever again. I could have headlined that first show. I could have.
Right.
I don't know if they really would have got me in there, but
Well, I
it
mean,
could have been a very real
yeah,
possibility.
when they
Yeah.
do shows like that, they're looking to like the main thing is to fill the seats.
Fill the seats.
And
Yeah.
who's gonna fill the seats?
Well, me, I was the
Right,
local. They had to get
exactly.
some girl from elsewhere that nobody really knew at the
Yeah.
time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's such a honestly, that sport is so perfect for you. It's so perfect
Mhm.
for your style. You throw a lot. You like you said, you like to be close. Your head
Yeah.
movement's so good, your footwork is good, your cardio is amazing,
Mhm.
and
Thank
you're
you.
tough.
Yeah.
Like I see a lot of people who do bare knuckle, and I can see when they get hit, they don't really want to be there.
No. Sometimes I wonder why are they in there if they are
Me
afraid to
too.
get hit? Is it for the fame? Is it because it's a flashy thing? Is it because you want to say you're a fighter? Is
Yeah.
it because you think you're gonna get laid?
Or
Well, you're not
maybe
if you lose.
or maybe they don't know who they really are,
They don't know who they real
and
are.
they
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 think that
they
this is
think
them.
that that's them.
They think they're a lot tougher than they are.
Yeah,
They think they're a lot better at fighting than they are.
right. Because I see it. I
Yeah.
see it all the time. Almost every time I watch an event, I can tell that person doesn't even wanna be now they're flinching, they're kinda like and that's honestly why I wouldn't do it because I don't think I'm built for that. I can admit it,
I
you
think you
know?
are, but
Well,
maybe you don't want to test yourself in there in front of
yeah, I
millions,
know,
but
like, when I think of boxing, especially, like,
Mhm.
my style is, like, kind of like a catch and shoot style,
Yeah,
like,
you wanna
I'll put my guard up, take that hit to kinda shoot off
Mhm.
of it. I don't think I can do that in bare knuckle,
Yeah,
I
that's I guess wouldn't be the most favorable style
no,
because it is a lot harder to block the
and
small
it's more like hit and don't get hit.
a little bit more hidden, don't get hit.
So I would
Yeah.
have to, like, modify my style, and I'm 35. I've had
Mhm.
the same style since I was 15. It's like to change a 20-year style now would be tough, I think.
I think you'd be really surprised what you end up doing when you have to rise to the occasion because
That's
once you're
true.
in there, it feels very different from boxing match.
Like
The
more
preparation is almost the same,
right.
but the feel in there is not the same. It feels a lot more real. Like I don't know if you've been in a street fight, like a scrap, like a bar fight,
The
like when you're
colonial.
nine
What do you
in the colonial, there you
what are you
go.
talking about?
Or you're dialed. You think, gosh, it's just like that. But now imagine you going to that with years and years of experience, but still like the same raw fist to fist. This is
Right.
happening right now. Yeah, we're in a boxing fight. It almost feels, no offense to boxing. I still love boxing. I still compete in professional boxing. It feels a little bit more like a pillow fight
Right.
because you
No.
know that there's nothing that's going to happen on that jab coming at your face. Nothing's going to happen. But in
Yeah.
bare knuckle, any punch can cut.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
point because when I box, I to me, it still feels like a sport.
Hmm.
It's like this is a sport.
Hmm.
It's not like I understand I'm not gonna get, like I could get knocked out, obviously. I could
Yeah.
get a big swollen eye or something, but like the chances of taking like one round in BKFC, sometimes it looks like somebody went to war for 10 rounds already. I'm just like, oh my God.
You ever watch the movie Django?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that leading to my first fight. I'm like, oh wow, I'm one of them. I have been captured. I am a slave. I am doing this for everyone's entertainment. They do want to see me get knocked out, but
For real.
I was all for it.
Are you so what is your from the time you get to the venue
hmm
till you get to the ring, what does that look like for you?
What does that look like for me? So, I've every fight I try to come up with a better routine, see what works for me the best. So it's been slightly different. My last fight, I had really good preparation going into there. It went very smoothly
And
backstage.
congrats, because that was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a very, very
Yeah,
good performance.
I had a blast in
Yeah.
there. Yeah. So my preparation in there, you go in. BKFC is really nice at giving women a little bit more privacy. So sometimes I'd have like my own room, or they'd at least offer me one. If my teammates are elsewhere, I want to be with my teammates.
Mm,
I also really like having someone to distract me. So when I fight locally, it's my teammates, and some of them know to act silly around me on fight day.
right.
Right. They're not distracting me, but they're kind of putting me in like a really positive, like I really want to be there. I'm just loving the moment kind of mood. This is something I've noticed since my first MMA fight. The more I have like just a really goofy hype man in the back, better it is. So I actually had a teammate fly out from Edmonton to Chicago for literally 24 hours to entertain me before my fight. So, you get your hands wrapped, usually cracking jokes. You get warm. You do like your dynamic stuff, like your skipping, high knees, all the stuff that you think is uncool that the instructor makes you do before the classes. This is the exact same thing you're gonna do before a fight. This is important. You got to build this routine, kind of find what works for you, find what you need to feel dialed and ready, find which drills you want to get into your muscle memory, right? What's the last minute things you really want in your muscle memory going into the fight? So those sort of things I'm doing. I'm doing footwork, different movement drills right up until my fight. From my walkout while I'm in the corner, I am practicing the movements that I want, kind of, giving myself a positive pep talk like, you're ready, Alex, you got this. You got big hands.
Yeah.
I actually really do have big hands for my size. So this is something that Bare Knuckle taught me to be proud of, right? Because I used to hide them in every picture. And no one everyone's like, oh no, your hands are I just got hand tattooed too. Everyone's like, no, Alex, your hands are normal. I'm like, no, they're huge. Don't take this away from me. They're huge, but I used to be self-conscious of it. Yeah, 30-inch diameter. I guess that's huge. It's like the size of a small man, and I'm like the smallest female in BKFC. So my opponent was 6 inches taller than me, had like 9 inches of reach, but my hands were like 6 inches wider than her. So I'm like, that's pretty cool.
That's
Got
wild.
bricks attached to the ends of my arms.
So what are you when you're walking out, what are you telling yourself?
What am I telling myself as I'm walking out?
Yeah.
Okay, step, slip, roll,
Okay.
slip,
So you're
pull.
actually just going through through your drills all the way
Yeah, I'm
down.
going through my drills. I'm thinking about all the ways that I want to punch her and make her miss me. I'm trying to not get distracted. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I got to do enough movements. I got to do something for the camera. My first fight, I like let out like a stupid wave that I
Yeah.
guess people like. But it's like stay active.
Right.
Don't just stand there looking all mundane, defeated. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
some
yeah.
people that's how they are to get into the zone.
Right.
But that's not me. I just like to stay moving.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, I'm
And
thinking.
for your pace, because your pace is like insane. You're just
hmm
always moving forward. You're always throwing punches. You're always moving your head. Is that something you've always had, even when you were amateur, when you were doing MMA?
I've always been very high volume. I always
Yeah.
put a lot of emphasis in having the cardio to go as much as I want to go, not letting my cardio be the limiting factor. And then with coming from amateur boxing, which is 3 minute rounds down to 2 minute rounds, it kind of like takes that fear. Like I'm not scared of blowing my load in the first
Right.
round because I know I'm going to be able to recover within that minute between the rounds. But that comes from preparation. That's what makes me most mentally tough is knowing that I've done everything in my power to have the best fight camp and to have all the advantages
Mm.
that I can in there.
Yeah, it's nice. Like what I try and explain to my boxers is you don't want your cardio to be something you're thinking about.
No.
You know, like, because now you're gonna not. Maybe you'll take the first round off, or you'll like ease into it, and now all of a sudden you're down around. You know, it's
Mhm.
like you don't want that to be something you have to think about. You should
No.
just be like, okay, my cardio's there. Now I can perform how I want to perform. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm similar, like a high volume fighter. I punch a lot, and I'm the same way. I never have to worry about by round 3, am I still gonna be able to punch like this? By round 4, am I still gonna be able to punch like this? Because you just know, and it's like comfortable not having to worry about that.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
and it makes you like comfortable in there.
And, like, I realize I get very flushed in there. I breathe very hard. There hasn't been a fight. Like, I look like I'm dying between every round. My opponent's just kinda sitting there, kind of poker face, looking still all pretty. I'm, like, flushed. I look like I've been crying for hours, like, I'm that puffy. Like, it doesn't look pretty, but I really like how that almost gets in my opponent's corner's head. They're always saying, "She's tired. Let's go. She's tired." I know that's when my opponent's gonna throw something sloppy and silly,
Right.
and I know that I still have the gas
Yeah,
to
yeah.
answer back whatever they give at me, so
So when are you hoping to fight again?
when I'm hoping to fight, I'm really hoping I could get the title fight this winter. Britain Hart has originally called me out less than a year ago.
Mm,
I see she's since revoked that call out, so I don't know what's really changed in her heart. I would still really like to fight her. She says I disrespected her, but it's like, well, if I disrespected you, then punch me in the face. Let's
right.
deal with it like fighters.
Disrespected how?
I called her by the wrong name. See, like, I was hanging around with, like, Spanish people, because in the States, there's not Spanish people. There's a lot of people are calling her Britannia Hart.
Mm.
Everyone kind of forgot her name around me, and everyone was calling her Britannia, so I did a little video calling her out. I called her Britannia. Like, that's a nicer name. That's a
and
proper name. I'm sorry your parents can name you Britain. Why don't you, like, just take what I said and run with it?
and that's why she's upset?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I don't think that's the real reason.
Yeah, she's terrified.
No, she saw my fight. She
I would be
doesn't.
terrified. If someone called me tomorrow and like, "Hey, you're matched with Alex," I'd be like, "Whoa, I'm okay."
And she was kind of riding a win, so I decided to get right in her head as soon as right before her fight. I was posting this right on her fight. I was calling her right after her fight. I was calling her out, so I don't think she really got to celebrate without having
Yeah,
and it's me in her head. But
yeah. Well, I
yeah,
mean, like,
she's
it,
a rude girl. I'd really like to punch her.
it's gonna happen, right?
It's
Like, you're
going to
you're gonna
happen.
fight for the title.
Oh yeah,
Whether it's got to be in the next 2 fights, right?
I'm game, and
Yeah,
there's not really many places she can run.
yeah. You just beat the number 3,
I just beat the number 3.
so yeah,
I know she
you're
says
right
she
there.
only fights doctors now. She defines herself as someone who fights doctors. Well, I'm like, guess what? That doctor is 3-0. I'm 3-0.
What does that mean?
Her last opponent was a doctor, right?
Oh,
She
really?
told me I
Okay,
fight doctors. Like,
okay,
okay, I fight fighters.
yeah. Interesting.
So it seems like a whack load of excuses, but she wants to hold her belt a little bit longer, and I get it.
Are
I
you
get it.
interested in doing boxing, or are you just
I'm still boxing.
are you? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm more boxing to fill in the gaps between the BKFC fights.
right.
Yeah, because you're able to get in a lot more
Yeah, yeah,
volume,
yeah.
yeah, with boxing.
Okay. And how I guess from like when I think of Wolf House,
Mhm.
I think of it like you guys are such like a tight knit group, you know? You guys
Yeah.
are like it seems like you guys are always with each other. You guys are always posting with each other in the gym, outside the gym. You guys are like pretty close,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know?
glad that
Like
other
yeah, kind
groups
of
kinda.
like a family, you know?
Yeah, we are a family,
And
we've been
it's
together a long time. There is a strong sense of trust, but, amongst the inner core. And, like, that inner core does sometimes grow, but, like, we are a group who's been together. We came up with the same coach,
right.
Parvez Gulam. And, we've been together since amateurs. We saw the worst of each other and the best of each other. Like, we saw
Mm,
each other lose and cry. And
right. How long have you been there?
how long have I been there? Let's see. So I left for a little bit, but I've been with the same crew, minus a few years in the middle, for maybe 8 years.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah, we started
Um,
off as babies and
that's
now we're in BKFC together.
yeah, and now you're coaching too?
Yeah, I'm coaching. Yeah, I run a couple amateur classes. Yeah.
How I guess for you, like for me, when I started coaching, it really opened up my eyes to like self-reflect, to like think about why I'm doing the things I'm doing. Like why
Yes.
do I move like that? Why do I and then understanding it so I can explain it to somebody who maybe doesn't even think about that yet. They're just thinking about punching another person, but they're not thinking about like when to do it, why to do it, what they're doing, trying to do back. And it really made me like open my eyes to myself. Because
I
sometimes people would ask me a question like, I noticed you do this. Why do you do that? And I'm just like, why do I do that? And I couldn't really explain it. So then had to start like paying attention to myself more.
I feel the same way. Yeah, your students will challenge you. They'll ask you questions that you would have never thought of.
Hmm.
Right? Why do you do this? You're like, I don't know. I've just been doing it for years. And then you have to almost deconstruct it. Why do I do it that way? And also, is there a better way? And I was very fortunate when I kind of got into coaching. I was my coach's roommate. I was renting a room out off of him, so I'd have this. So I'd
Yeah.
come up with something. I could go home and be like, "Hey, coach,
Mm,
why have I been doing this? Is there another way to do it?" And one thing I've really opened my eyes to is that boxing is not black and white.
right.
I think, especially with social media now, there's lots of like reels on this is how you box in Mexico, this is Irish style, this is American style. There isn't one way to do things. And what's going to work for me isn't necessarily going to work for my student.
Right.
So you also have to think not about just why you do it, it's like why should they do it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point because the way I box is like very specific. Like
Mhm.
I feel like not many people box like I box. And then when I notice somebody's maybe like real long,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll send them to Vicky because Vicky's very good at that European style.
Mhm.
Like that being really light, using that jab. And I've never boxed like that before. And that's something I gotta get better at is coaching styles that, like, I've never really done, or, like, how do I get this person to do something that I've never used before?
Right? Yeah, and then
Oh,
now you're building a new drill around this person.
yeah.
Yeah, with the longer fighters, I often try to break it down on what do they have to do to counter me? What's something that I would not be able to break
Mhm.
past,
That's a nice way to
right?
look
Because
at it.
I'm such a forward, such a short fighter, so that is my style that I practice. But like I know what's the hardest things for me to deal with. What am I looking to counter?
Mm,
And kind of setting them up. I try to set them up to beat me, and then when we spar and I'm having a significantly harder time getting in on them, that's when I know that I did something right.
right. Yeah, that's actually a good way to look at it. I never thought of it like that before. Let me use
Yeah.
that. If I was you, what would I do to me? How would I kick my ass?
How would I kick my own ass?
That's so that's good. That's awesome. So what with your team with Wolf House, you guys have fights lined up?
We get them a couple fights at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, we're always active. Parvez sets up my coach is also my manager. He sets up the fights for me.
right.
Yeah. Like,
Parvez
he'll
is
ask
he's
me
the
if, "Do I
man.
want this fight?" I'm like, "Yeah, he is the man."
Yeah. I like him a lot. Like
Mhm.
every time we get to if we're at an event and we get to go for supper or something and just like picking his brain and stuff, he's like a super humble guy, super easy to talk to, and he seems like he's just like a down to earth and like he wants like the best for everyone.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I really enjoy getting some time with him and just chatting with him and Yeah, I gotta get him on the podcast sometime.
You should. Yeah, the more you get to know him, the more you like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I like everyone on your team a lot. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like Ryan a lot. You know, even him. He's taught me a lot of things. You know, and I've been able to work with him one on one, and
Yeah,
you
he's a
know,
veteran.
yeah, and he's been able to like just like point some things out that I could be doing a little bit better. You know,
Yeah, he has a good
even with
eye for it.
yeah, very good eye.
Yeah.
Even just like little things on my punches. He's just like, you know, you
Mhm.
should try this. You know, try this. I was like, "Frick, that was awesome." So, yeah, I like when I come out there, I always like stopping by and, you know, getting some training and getting some sparring in.
Nice to pick some brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how Alberta too, like Edmonton, Calgary, they're so big.
So you could get a little bit more competition, a little bit
Yeah.
more of a look, different looks, different bodies.
Yeah, Saskatoon's so small.
I know. I love Saskatoon, but that's why I had to leave.
Yeah, so tiny,
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't
but
know.
hey, there's still love for Saskatoon. It is what it is. The train has really improved since I moved away.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, even
A
like from
lot.
when I first started, like I started like boxing around the COVID time.
Mm,
Even from then, when was that? 2019 to now, there was nothing. It
no.
went from like nothing. There was like Hub City.
Yeah. The healthiest thing I saw for the city was Copus Boxing and then Alliance and Sandman come up around the same time. So then they always had each other,
Yeah,
right?
and
To have the competition, kind of keep each other real.
exactly.
Yeah. I
And
know.
like Gary's a great coach, Vicky's a great coach, and they both have their own like just totally different styles, but they've
Hmm.
both created like amazing boxers.
Yeah.
And now it's like, yeah, it's pretty big. It's nice to see, and
It's
it's
nice
nice
to
to
see. It's nice to see the Saskatoon crews come up to Alberta as much as they do
yeah,
and
and
compete
do well
there
now,
and
right?
do
Not just go
well.
get their asses kicked
No,
and
they're
come
hanging
home.
right in there.
Yeah, so it
No,
is nice.
they rose to the occasion.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Yep. Uh, and so for you, you coach the amateur team?
I coach the amateur team. Yeah.
Okay,
A few of us pros and experienced amateurs, yeah, are taking on the amateur team.
okay.
Yeah. We found that it's too much for a professional fighter to also be taking an entire amateur team with them,
Right, right,
right?
right.
I don't know if you found that. To do both of them well at the same time is very difficult. So yeah, we're splitting the load of the amateur team amongst the pros.
Yeah.
So that way it's not really burning anybody out.
Yeah, it's nice. Like for me, I have a like I don't really take on that many people.
No.
You know, I have a pretty small group, like maybe 15 to 20, but that compete, it's probably ever only like 5 or 6 competitors at a time. So then like if I go to an event, I probably am only going to have 2 at most 3 competing. But a lot of the time it's just one person.
Yeah.
So it's nice
It's
cuz I
nice.
just kind of take on what I feel like I can handle
Mhm.
and still be able to train, you
Yeah.
know, fully. So
Yeah.
whereas like Vicky has freaking hundreds of
100 students,
yeah,
a bunch of kids.
right.
Yeah.
Whereas like I don't deal with kids.
Mm.
I deal with like older teenagers and adults.
That's the groups that I like to work with as well.
Yeah,
I know the kids are the future, but it takes a very special person to teach kids.
that's true.
I think I'm a very special person, but not that special. Not special enough to teach kids. Just falling just a little bit short there.
That's so funny. It's funny because like because I go do a lot of community work out on the
Yeah.
reserves here, and I don't mind that. But when I'm in the city and I'm actually training somebody to box, like when I go out to the communities, I'm teaching boxing, but it's like mostly a community mental health
Hmm.
kind of thing, like building confidence. So whether they actually learn or not isn't as important as them just being there, getting a workout in, talking about confidence, talking about bullying, talking about those kinds of things is more important. But when I'm in the city and I'm actually trying to coach somebody to box, I can't stand it when somebody's not there to learn how to box.
Oh, yeah, if they want me to babysit, if they want to cherry
Yeah,
pick in the corner, well, I care about as much about them as they do about my class. So if a kid shows me that they don't care,
yeah,
I don't want to entertain that. I'm not going to entertain that.
yeah,
But as a kids coach, that's your job.
right,
Like it is your job to keep them in line, to
right,
show them discipline, to teach them respect.
yeah,
That's not me.
yeah.
But who I love teaching adults, whether or not
Mm,
they're going to compete, and teenagers, whether or not they're going to compete or if they're just doing it for health and fitness,
right.
is watching people's their confidence grow. I watch so many people come out of their shells. Some of them will compete, some of them won't. But like even like the body transformation, you see that a lot,
Mm,
like big transformations, and yeah, people just really blossom as people
yeah.
as a result. And
I
I love teaching women. I like the outreach that I enjoy doing is with women. Like I've
mhm,
done some classes, helping indigenous women. And they also, I think they come to that class with a purpose.
right.
Yeah, so they're there to
Do you ever reach
learn.
out to the reserves?
I haven't really been reaching out to the reserves. I've been working alongside one girl, but she kind of moved cities.
You should.
Um, my hesitation is that I'm not native, but yeah, I should probably try.
I mean, I I mean, like, I think it would be. I don't think it matters.
Doesn't matter. You're there as an instructor, as a
Yeah.
boxing instructor. Yeah.
Why I think it would be beneficial is because, uh, you're a woman.
Mhm.
Like, when I go out to these reserves, the girls, the young girls, and the adult women, the classes are significantly smaller, and
Okay.
I think it's because I'm a man,
Maybe.
and because it's boxing,
Mhm.
right? Like, the combination of those 2 things, boxing is scary, and but I always feel like if I brought maybe Cass or I bet you I would get more women to be involved.
Cats, eh? Not cats. Reserved
Bring
for
some
cats.
cats.
Like, I guess that'd be a way
Um,
to break the ice.
Cassidy.
One punch,
Be
one pet.
but, like, it's especially for young girls,
Yeah,
like, like, females on reserves are shy, you know?
I've noticed that for how
Yeah,
tough they are.
right. So that's where I always was
Yeah.
thinking, like, what could I do to, and I think if you reached out and said, "Hey, I wanna put on a woman's self-defense," I think that would be
Mhm.
very huge, and I
You know,
think you would get a lot of traction with that.
yeah, I should put out some more feelers for sure.
Yeah. Especially, like, self-defense, like, boxing might sound intimidating, but
Mhm.
self-defense doesn't sound as intimidating. Now it's like you're teaching them to defend themselves, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I think my dream I've been working on it a little bit, not so much lately, been busy with some other stuff. To have, like, a self-defense class, exactly what you're saying, but one that's a little bit more ongoing.
mm,
Because I see just such a big change between the first class and the second class and the third class.
right.
And I don't need to keep women in the class forever, but if I could even get, like, 5 to 10 sessions with the same woman, I
Mm,
think I could teach her how to effectively defend herself against most people.
right.
Right. Because maybe you won't have the same strength as a man, but if he realizes that you are a tough fight,
Mm,
you do know how to throw hands, you're not gonna be his victim of choice,
right.
right?
Yeah.
They want easy victims.
And I like you said, like, the difference, like, as soon as that confidence is there,
Mhm.
as soon as that's what I love too. When you show them that they can actually get some power behind those punches, they're
Yeah.
actually, like, a strong person, like, I could just see it in their eyes.
Yeah, when they have,
Like,
like, those
"Holy
epiphany
frick,"
moments, they're kinda throwing a hook, they're kinda losing balance, going out to the side. and then they throw one and it connects and they hear the thunk.
Yeah.
Maybe even they hurt their own wrists a little bit, but they're like,
Right.
wow, I just threw that hard.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you did.
That's awesome,
That would
right?
hurt a person. That's an effective punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a very rewarding feeling. I feel like I'm making the world a better place, one punch at a time. One person one person at a time.
Yeah, well, I always think of, Cass, when Cass first came to the gym, she said she's just doing it for fitness. She's never gonna she's never gonna compete.
Yeah. Now look.
And then all of a sudden, like, she hits like a truck. She's
Hmm.
so strong. She started getting the techniques down. She's like, okay, maybe I'll try some sparring. And now she's fighting. You know, it's just like once you believe in yourself, and that just comes with it, you know? Like eventually you're gonna believe in yourself.
Yeah. In boxing we can teach all the techniques in the world. We can teach people how to throw a 1-2, how to throw a hook. We can't teach balls.
No.
No, you can't teach balls, but you can show a person how to find it in themselves.
Yeah.
Right? It almost seems like a moment that you metaphorically you see their balls drop. And their confidence is there. Now they're kicking ass.
Well, Alex, when did your balls drop?
And then my balls drop around
Because you're a killer.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you are.
I was around 16, 17. It was in one of my sparring sessions that my balls finally dropped. Because my
Okay.
first sparring session, I took a couple punches and I kind of like backed out between the ropes. Like I kind of just like stepped out a couple punches into the sparring session. I was like, whoa, nope, not for
Like you
me.
left the ring?
I left the ring. I was inside the ropes. Sexy, I was just standing on the other side of the ropes. Like, whoa. Scary.
Wild.
Yeah, but slowly one technique started working. I was told I was flinching so much. Like this didn't come that naturally to me. It took some time. I'm a little bit stronger than most girls naturally. Like I feel like I did have some natural attributes that helped, but like striking especially didn't come naturally. I was more of a grappler.
Mm.
But the moments that kind of kept me motivated is my instructor saying, "Okay, you're flinching a lot. Next time you flinch to the side." So then I flinch to the side. I'm like, "Whoa, that's a slip. I can slip now."
Cool.
All I had to do is flinch sideways. Then he said, "Okay, same time you flinch to the side, throw a punch." Like, whoa, I split a punch. I punched down the middle. I just countered them. All these things just kind of slowly started happening. And then that's kind of how I built the belief was one technique at a time.
That's cool.
I didn't really believe in my uppercut till a few years ago, actually. Yeah, one punch at a time. And some things take longer than others.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet you learned so much from training with Michelle.
a
Eh, like,
lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
like having a coach, a pro coach who's your same size,
hmm
that's so beneficial.
So beneficial.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was very blessed. Like lots of coaches aren't really sparring so much anymore, and she was still
right.
competing.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what a coincidence, my coach was 5'1", fought 125 pounds.
Yeah.
Where do you find that? You don't.
Yeah.
Unless you come to Wolf House, you find me.
Did you
That's where you can
get did
find
you
it.
get to watch her fight?
I didn't get to watch her
No.
fight, unfortunately. No. I was, yeah, really hoping to catch her last fight in Saskatoon here, but
Right.
no, I never got that honor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's wild. That's yeah. And then when did you realize, or I guess not when did you realize, but how long did it take you to get your stand up to catch up to your ground game?
Oh man, that's a really tough one. It's hard to really say because I was kind of delusional. I thought I was a lot better
Okay.
than I was the whole time.
As soon as I started, it
As soon as I
was.
started, I was basically Mike Tyson. I just had to tap into it, right?
That's so funny.
The
It's
more
so
you learn, the
funny
more you
though.
realize that you were completely wrong.
Yeah.
But it kind of helps starting from that point of delusion because once I kind of started to believe that I'm, okay, I could do this, right? I didn't do this thinking I'm just going to compete. But then my first fight went so well.
Mm,
I kind of started believing my own hype,
right.
right? Yeah. And then I got humbled eventually.
Yeah.
But
That's honestly why you need a coach. You
Mhm.
need somebody to tell you, because self awareness is so hard. It's
Yeah.
so hard to tell yourself what you're doing wrong or what you're not good at, um, or to correct. Like even like it does suck for me because I don't really have a coach. You know, like I'll
Mhm.
go work with Vicky, I'll go work with Gary, I'll go work with all these different people. Um, but for the most part, I'm just training myself.
Yeah.
And what I find hard is just like rounds. Like when I'm doing sparring rounds,
Just having the feedback.
yeah,
Yeah.
is like I can record it and go watch it later and then be like, okay, this is what I need to okay.
Just having
But
fresh
but
eyes,
it'd be
right?
nice to have somebody there
To tell you
in the moment.
mid-round. Yeah.
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 So that's where sometimes I gotta get people to come and watch me spar so that they can yell at me.
Mhm. I do that. Yeah, my coach is out of town. I grab my teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fortunate
But
to have, like, other teammates who are pros who have a good enough eye to
the tough part too with that is they might not be looking for the same things I'd be looking for
no,
or
and
understand why I'm doing it,
but maybe they'll
you
see
know?
something better. Maybe they'll see something
Yeah,
else. Maybe you've been so tunnel visioned in this thing that you are looking for that you completely forgot about this element,
right.
right? So
But
what they're telling
that's where it would be nice to have somebody you've worked with for like 10 years, you know?
yeah, when
Cuz
they know you well.
they understand like where which direction you're headed in, you know? And they understand maybe the things just you do. And if somebody else did it, it would be wrong,
Right? Yeah.
you know?
I know what you
So
mean.
that's where it gets tricky sometimes. I don't know.
It's a tricky thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
But I would like to, for one of my fights, go and do a camp with a coach. Like just go spend 2 months in Edmonton or Calgary
Mhm.
and just like work with a coach for 2 months before a fight. I want to do that at some point.
Yeah. That's something I would also really like to do. I do get good training at Wolf House, but just to go away
Yeah.
for a camp,
Right.
right?
And just get like locked in.
Mhm, mhm, because I know there's, like, a few people that Coach Parvez would, approve of that he said, "Yeah, you should go here, do
Mm,
fight camp there, because 'cause you'll be able to get rounds, you'll be able to get, another set of eyes." And
right.
while when you're away on a camp, you're just focused
Yeah.
on your one thing,
Right.
right? You don't really have any distractions. So at home, there's a lot of distractions.
It's a lot.
A lot. Infinite distractions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I freaking got two little freaking distractions running around 24/7.
yeah, I don't think I saw you since your second was
Oh
born.
yeah, that's true.
How's life with 2? Is it different? How much different?
It's different.
Is it
It's
different?
slow. Every time you have one, it like it just slows down and then it
Yeah.
slows down again, right? Because even just like when we want to go somewhere, I'm like thinking, is it worth it to go there? You know, is it worth packing up these two kids, having them sit there, and bringing them back? So it just kind of like makes. Whereas like I used to just be get up and go,
Mhm.
like everything. I was just like gone, gone, gone.
And I was like, "What's
Now
worth
it's
my
like,
energy? What's worth my time? What really matters in this moment?"
even for an event, it's like the pre get ready
Yeah.
because getting two kids packed up is now you gotta like prep.
I have a hard time packing my own gym bag.
Yeah.
I
See?
think about this every time I pack my gym bag. It's like, what if I had to bring another person? What would I do?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
fun.
So, yeah, kudos pulling off what you do with
Thank you.
kids, right?
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get a tattoo of my two boys on my leg. Your brother's
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
was
it
gonna
for me.
ask, yeah, if you're going to
Yeah.
the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I just gotta figure out a day. I'm just
Mm.
freaking busy.
Yeah, that's what my niece was saying, that you've been too busy
Yeah,
to coach her lately.
I know.
She says she's still into boxing,
I know.
but yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking to Alfie maybe a week and a half ago
Mhm.
to start boxing again. But right now, I go up north every other week
Oh, okay.
because I'm going to a flying community to do some coaching up there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's one girl who wants to fight, so I'm
Nice.
excited. Uh, she's only like 2 months into training.
Yeah, potential?
yeah, and like in another 2, 3 months, I can get her an opponent who it's their first fight and see how it goes. But it's like it's cool.
Mhm.
It's exciting when somebody wants to fight,
It
you
does. It's
know?
a little. It's more motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah, and
So
I really like when I have that one guy who'll just shamelessly, like, DM all the coaches. Not go, like, over the top, but, like, the ones who are willing to ask questions, the ones who are not afraid to ask the question. So then that shows us, like, okay, who's actually thinking about this? Who really wants to learn?
right.
Yeah, who's really motivated?
Yeah. That's good though.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
like that's what you need. People that are just like craving it.
Mhm.
Cause it's
Hungry people.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had it your way, would you fight for the title this year?
Yes. If
Yeah.
I had if I had my way, I would literally fight her tomorrow. I could make 115. My hands are good, my face is good, like, let's go. She's the one who's not doing it at this point.
Okay. So what if you got offered not a title fight?
If I offered not a title fight, there's enough money. There's this other girl who would be a very reasonable opponent for me. She's also in the weight class. I think she's like something like 6-4. I might entertain it.
Yeah. And you're 3-0?
I'm 3-0.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, but there's not many girls before they have to give me this title fight.
Right. That's what I was
Yeah,
talking. Who's I?
unless she wants a rematch with this girl, like unless Britain Hart wants rematches, like I am the next in line.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the rankings right after you won.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, there's no way she doesn't get a title fight or get like in the next 2 fights, she has to get a title fight.
I'm gonna get that title fight. I'm gonna make it
And
happen. I'm
how?
gonna have to post some more videos, kind of stirring things up, right?
Yeah.
They like people who are very active on social media.
You've been active.
I haven't been active enough, but I have some ideas. I think I know. I think I know how to get Britain stirred up. I've been formulating. I've been brewing up some plans.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Like, how do I get under her skin in just the right ways? Because we're not doing a game of respect at this point. Like she was calling me sloppy, saying I was her choice, and then kind of just faded away. So
yeah.
yeah.
I wonder if she thought like it was like there's no chance this fight could happen, so I'll talk some shit. And now that it's like right at her doorstep, she's like, ooh.
Ooh, I have yeah,
You
somebody's
know?
having second
And just like
thoughts.
when I watch like, when you watch your fights, like you're fighting.
Mhm.
Like you're fighting for the full fight.
Oh, I
Like
love being in there, yeah. I
this
love
is
fighting.
this is gonna be a fight.
Yeah.
So like that's her mindset is like this isn't gonna be like I'm gonna be fighting you from one bell to the other bell. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
That's what it's gonna be.
She knows she can't expect an easy fight. No,
Right.
like, it's a fight. She knows
Yeah.
that I want to be in there. I am not gun shy, and I am willing to stand and trade if that's what she wants to do. But I don't need to. I'm a better boxer than her. But if I needed to stand and trade, I would, and I'd probably beat her doing it too.
Yeah.
So it's like wherever you want this fight, Britain. Like, let's go. I'm 100% game.
Oh man. I I remember when you first came and sparred Brittany
Yeah.
and afterwards she's like, frick, she hits hard. And she does not stop hitting.
I thought I was being nice.
Yeah, that probably was nice. That was you being nice. She's like, "Oh my god, does she hit hard?" It's awesome. Like just like how you're built. You just like these short punches that are just full of power,
Mhm.
and you just throw so many, and they're so fast.
I'm glad I made my body type work for me because generally
Right,
having this low of reach generally considered a disadvantage. But if you could really specialize your style to the gifts that you've been given as an individual,
right.
that's what I love about weight class sports because you could be big or small, thin, tall. You have your own advantages. It's about figuring out how to optimize your own body type, not about trying to be someone different. Not, oh, I wish I was born 1 inch taller. Well, a guy who's 1 inch taller, that's also that much less strength and muscle that he could have in the weight class because he's giving that up in height.
Mm,
Find the techniques that work for you. Find the
right.
style that works for you, and it could be a combination of a few different styles. Like I don't really watch one boxer to try and emulate one style. It's situation to situation. So like I do like I really like the Mike Tyson peekaboo. But Mike Tyson was in a completely different weight class for me. He did have the volume though, but I'm also using elements from Maidana, I like the really swinging Mexican kind of scrappy momentum kind of punches, but then I'm taking the volume of Chocolatito,
Mm.
right? So it's like, what if I could punch and do peekaboo like Mike Tyson, but have the same volume as Chocolatito? Then that would be scary. That'd be extra scary. That's scarier than Mike Tyson. It's Mike Tyson Chocolatito put together.
So when
Yeah.
did you figure out that this was your style? Or did somebody ever say to you, you should just fight in close or try to fight in close? Or did you just kind of develop this
I
in
developed it myself. I had several coaches earlier on, and there've been several eyes on me. Parvez has been my main coach, the one who's primarily developed my style.
Mm,
But I've had lots of coaches from the start saying she doesn't move backwards. She can't move backwards. She shouldn't move backwards. She just won't move backwards. And I played around trying to move backwards. I'm like, yeah, that's not really me.
right.
I still practice it in training because
Yeah.
you still have to understand everything, and maybe there will be a time that it'll make sense for me to step backwards, start moving backwards. I'm not writing it off. I'm
So
basically missing, right? You could go forwards, left, right, and back. So I'm missing 25% of the steps, really.
well, you're doing well.
Thank you.
Yeah. You don't need those steps.
I don't need those steps. So, it was a combination. Everybody has their natural tendencies. So I could teach someone to box. They could be watching me 100%, but when they go to copy me, it's just going to look different in their body. They're just going to have different body mechanics. So yeah, I naturally came in aggressive like a pit bull. Then I just had coaches kind of dialing things in and say, okay, you have the athleticism, you like to charge in, that's great. You need to add timing. You need to think things through, not rush things. Work on closing the distance, work on splitting punches was a big one. Not lunging in,
Right.
right? So it's like kind of finding the fine points that make what I naturally want to do work for me even better. Yeah, that's where I find having a good set of eyes on me really helps.
Yeah. Do you think you would ever take a MMA fight?
I won't because of my knee.
Right. What
Yeah.
did you do to your knee?
It was a kickboxing. It was in training. Basically, it's my support leg. It got stretched way, way, way too much in the warm up before the class even started. So it gave out on me when it really shouldn't have. It was a very low impact, kind of unfortunate circumstance. So I've had knee surgery.
Mm,
It's never kind of fell apart, but it just has strange behaviors. So
okay.
yeah, rather than experimenting with the grappling and seeing, "Oh, maybe if I do this, I could grapple. If I could do that, I could grapple." I'm just trying to run with the BKFC thing as much as I can now. So I'm not getting any younger. I'm 33 now. So, I'm at like the top of my power, right? This is kind of where women, especially, I think also men, like this a
Right.
point, but especially women around the stages when their careers really take off.
Yeah.
But since I've been striking for so long, it'll almost be like not restarting, but I'd have to be going back and doing like my pro MMA debut, right? After seeing like what could be done about my knee. So I don't really want to like sit in this like sadness of like, oh, what if? Because like I
Right.
see a lot of injured athletes kind of, quit, get lazy, really give up on themselves, or people they can't do what they want, so they just kind of give up, right? People forget that grappling was my true love, right? I just learned to love something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. And what about if you were offered a kickboxing match?
If I was offered a kickboxing match, I might entertain it. I don't think there's as much money in kickboxing.
No.
I don't think they'd pay me what I would get paid in
Especially now.
BKFC.
Especially now that you've
Yeah, and now
got the
now
name.
I have to eat elbows and knees along.
Oh
Like
yeah.
now I could get kicked in the ribs.
Yeah.
What kickboxers do, that's scary.
Yeah. I want to go to Thailand
Oh,
and
yeah.
just do one Muay Thai fight.
Okay, if that's what we're talking about, yeah, 100% I do one Muay Thai
It's
fight.
on my bucket list.
I think I would do a Muay Thai fight now that you put it that way.
Yeah. Like I just want to do I haven't trained kickboxing or Muay Thai in over 10 years.
But that's the point of Thailand.
But like I just feel like I have to go there in the next
Mm.
5 years and just
Yeah.
do like a training camp, do one fight. That'd be sweet.
I think this should be on every fighter's bucket list. Kind of like see
Yeah,
like the origins of things. Like that's one of my favorite things when I travel is going to gym.
right. Me
Seeing different
too.
styles.
Yeah,
Yes, and then you almost get like an automatic respect because you do what they do well, right? You're both doing it well. You're hanging in the class with them.
that's wicked.
Yeah, and then they'll think it's just cool that there's like a pro fighter from literally anywhere kind of checking out their gym. And it's a really good way to meet people and just
Yeah.
kind of seeing that as well, different techniques, different warm ups. And yeah, like I said, just seeing that your way of doing things is not the only way. Your
Mhm.
coach, who you might think is the best coach in the world, and maybe he is, his way of throwing his jab is not the only way of throwing a jab. There's a million different ways to throw a jab.
Right.
Yeah, they could all be right.
Yeah. Last time I went to Mexico, I went to a gym there. It was so cool. And it was so different. Like how they even throw all punches. It's like it's like they punch down. It's like
Yeah.
such a I it was so cool to learn.
Hmm.
Just their style. Uh and there's so many places I want to go. Like I want to go back to Cuba and go train at a Cuban gym and like learn that
Yeah.
Cuban footwork.
I would love to do a little bit more Cuban boxing. Yeah,
Yeah.
walking with your punches.
Right.
It's really just a dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a guy here, right, from Cuba who used to coach.
There was a guy, it was yeah, there could be more than one Cuban. A
Yeah.
black guy, a little bit older.
Yeah.
What's his name? Nelson or something like that? No, I could be wrong on his name. But yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad is Cuban.
I
He knew this
I
guy.
never trained with him, but
Mhm.
that's who Lucas trained with.
Okay.
But I hear that he was awesome, like his footwork drills, and he would put music on and get people to punch and do their footwork to music. I'm like, frick, that's cool.
That
But it'd
is
be cool
cool.
to go to Cuba and learn that style,
Yeah,
or
I
just go train
agree.
for a bit
Mhm.
someday.
The nice thing about social media, especially once you have a trained eye, so you could take these drills from different parts of the world and you could
Yeah.
practice your drills. You have to understand why something works, right? So, like a brand new guy who's learning all these different techniques may or may not work because you might try the technique, not really execute it, not see the point, but feel like you're at a point in your boxing where you could see kind of where the weight's being dropped and why.
Right.
So, like, even if it's a brand new technique, you could break it down,
Yeah.
right? And kind of see where. So, yeah, sometimes if I want to like refresh things, if I can buy my ticket to Cuba, maybe I can watch it. Maybe I can
So
get a new drill for
funny.
now.
Yeah, that's true. That's the nice thing about the internet is like you're connected to the whole world,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Recently went and trained a little bit in Italy. It's just one class, but even just seeing a different warm up, a very slightly different technique. How they like
In
to do it. Get
Italy?
Italy, yeah. They gave me, like a little tip on my hooks.
Really? You were
Yeah.
there?
I was there. I went for vacation, but managed to slide in a little bit of training
Cool.
while I was there.
How long were you there for?
A week.
Nice. Was it
A week.
awesome?
Yeah, there's a lot to see on
Wha-
jet lag, but Italy, oh, the landscape, the food, they got fighting, they got architecture, they got
Mm,
fashion. I don't know what else you need.
what was
The
your favorite
wine.
thing?
My
The wa-
favorite thing?
yeah.
Oh man, let me pick one. It's so hard to pick one. I really like San Gimignano, just like a little, I don't even know what to call it. Is it a hamlet? I don't know what size it is, but kind of just seeing like these little kind of like towns that almost look like something that you'd see in a video game, an open world video game like Skyrim, and just being in like the middle of it and just being like, wow, that wasn't the video game. That's real. Like I am in it. But having just everything looks so different from here, just like really, ancient buildings like built out of stone, like the
Right.
Colosseum. It's really seeing what we don't have in Canada, I think, because of our history, because we have wonderful nature. Canada's awesome. We don't have very many, let's see, engineering marvels. We don't have very
Right.
many monuments. We don't have big buildings that kind of to see what humans were capable of. a long, long time ago, and just seeing like the artwork and everything, I think that was the best part.
Cool. That'd be cool to see.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I
being
guess
out and traveling.
this side of the world kind of was way after, you know?
We're just a lot more recent.
Yeah.
They only popped up a few hundred years ago. Like, yeah, we didn't have time to build these statues. We didn't have time to build pyramids.
Right.
So yeah, we're in a very, very fresh part of land,
Right.
right? Mm. Technically, we are prehistoric until very recently, because history means written, right? It's
Yeah.
written history. So other places have been writing their history for tens of thousands of years, and they have the buildings to go along with that. Canada, it's only very freshly been ruined.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, like, we
Oh
could have
man,
left
that's
it just pretty and
funny.
preserved. We have our nice
Yeah, yeah.
monuments over there.
That's so funny. Yeah,
Uh,
even like native culture is all spoken, right?
yeah.
Like the history is all spoken.
Mhm.
Um, why the elders, right? That it's all in like their memories and they pass it down. Obviously, they write now, but yeah, it was never a thing. Prehistoric. Historic means written.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Um, so I guess what is your game plan? Being 33 in the combat world, what's like your end goal?
Bang, 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 kick some ass, take some names. Maybe if I have enough time, I'll throw a little family together at the end and force them to finish my dream for me.
Cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Go at it hard. That's what you have to do at
Yeah,
33. It's like you could just watch the dream slip away, say, "Oh yeah, I'm a little too old." But in reality, I'm sharper than I've ever been. My body is still really strong.
definitely.
Yeah, overall, I'm happy with my life. Like, I have a stable job. A lot, it's great being 33. It was a lot of years when I mean, there's a lot of tears when I hit 30, but all the years after that, like 30 was like the year that kind of like hurt.
Yeah,
Like, oh no, I'm not young anymore. But then you're at 31, you're like, that's no big deal. I'm stronger, I'm smarter. All my friends, everyone is doing better at this point. 32, it's like, hey, everybody's getting dialed. All the goals that we haven't achieved, now it's time. 33
right.
is just that, it's amplified.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's really great just seeing, like, even every um just friends and family and everyone kind of like, now that we're in our 30s, like reaching those goals. Everyone
Yeah.
figured out how to not be a degenerate. Everyone's moving out. We're all moving upwards. We're all doing great. So it's like, continue moving upwards.
Yeah.
Don't give up on the dream.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not until your body says you have to. There will come a time where my body tells me I have to stop. It is not It has not told me yet. And
Unless Elon invents something.
unless Elon sticks me in some sort of chamber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But yeah, I'm a lot more mindful with my recovery. Sauna sessions, hydration, the anabolic period after my workouts to get my protein, which I learned is a lot shorter for women than men. After your hard workout, you should be getting your protein within half an hour.
Interesting.
That's new news to me. So I'm jumping right on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is awesome. I'm glad you made it out. I know we've talked about doing this how many times?
Many times,
Many
couple times,
times.
many times, yeah.
Finally.
My mom becomes very selfish of my time when I'm
Yeah.
out here, but
Which is
I
understandable.
was like, "Okay, I guess I mainly came out here to visit you anyways," but
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's good. It's awesome. Usually you can stop in by the gym at least once, get a training, beat up my boxers. But yeah, no, it's awesome seeing everything you're doing and seeing your hard work pay off.
Thank
You're
you.
doing some cool things from little Saskatchewan,
Little Saskatchewan,
Saskatchewan,
Saskatchatoon.
and yeah, everyone here is rooting for you. You
Yeah,
know,
I feel it. I feel it when I'm back here.
yeah. Like
Yeah, a lot of my
at
friends
our
cheered me
gym,
on.
like we talk about you often.
Oh, that's so sweet to
You know,
hear.
yeah, you got a
Yeah.
lot of fans here, so just keep it up. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep on keeping on.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
really want to be the first title holder for BKFC in Canada.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I have that opportunity to be the first.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the only female in the Prairie provinces to even be in BKFC. So
Right.
no, like I feel like I'm in the middle of making Canadian history, and I can't give up on Canada right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Well,
Mhm.
if there's any last words you want to say, any shout outs, anything like that, go for it.
Let me think. Shout out to Noodle. I fight for you. It's my friend's dog.
Okay, I'm like, what the
I say that before every fight. I've been saying that before every fight, often in the ring. I
heck?
say
Okay.
fight for Noodle.
All right. You should make that your on your shirt. I fight for
I
noodle.
fight for Noodle.
Heck yeah.
I've been wanting to. I know most people wouldn't get the joke, but I think that would be the joke of it.
That's awesome.
The ones who matter, the ones who really matter, they'd know. If you gotta ask, you don't deserve.
What kind of dog is it?
Mini Australian Shepherd.
What
Mini Aussie.
how big's a mini?
I don't know, 30 pounds, full of anxiety. Yeah, she
You should
needs
have
me. She needs me to fight for her, like keep her strong, keep that anxiety down. I
you
feel.
you should make a shirt that says I fight for noodle, and then the picture is you with like a Paris Hilton bag with the dog sitting in the bag.
Think you're onto something, and I know a guy who could print this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Shout out to God, Allah. No, just kidding. I'm not religious.
Okay, that just got
Honestly.
real quiet. I'm like, okay. All right.
So,
Well, on that note,
on that note, thanks
thanks
for
for coming.
having me.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.